Mi name is Diana Rosa Maria Greco, married to Alan. Okay, but that may be changing soon. Really, my name is Diane. I am born in the US from an Italian family. I am full-blooded Italian. Did a DNA test, 1% showing someplace else. I'm here today to tell you, I'm your other Italian mother, your other Italian nana, your other Italian sister, your other Italian cousin, because I eat very differently. I had to learn the hard way. The pasta, the bread, the cookies, you have to throw those out. Just get them out of the way, because what they're doing is they are weighing you down. You know, we were taught semolina flour, this, that, the other. Okay, all those refined flours, all those refined things that we have refined, okay? We beat the heck out of that food. Okay, the wheat, it turned dry, and then they beat the heck out of it and it turned into flour. And then they bleached it. They took everything out of it. So you're getting nothing from those things, some of those things. Now, whole foods are better, yeah. How much you're eating of those whole foods and the dry foods? If you eat a lot of dry food, you're gonna be dry. You're just gonna be dry. You know, I don't care if it's oatmeal, I don't care what it is. If you're eating a lot of dry food, you can add water to it. Okay, yeah, sure. That'll help a little bit. You got to get those greens in your gut. You got to get that fresh vegetation in your gut. Now make sure it's a little, cleaned off a little bit. You don't want to be just eating all the dirt, and you got to know where it's grown. That's it. If it's grown and you just don't know what the soil is like, you're not getting the minerals you need. And you got to get minerals from all over the earth. Okay, you get minerals from the sea, you get minerals from different areas of earth. There's clay out there, there's this, all these different areas. Okay, they're growing something, or sometimes you just need those little extra minerals. Now, in medicine, they're trying to give you stuff because they say, oh, well, your calcium is low, or you don't have enough. No. If you're eating a ton of calcium every single freaking day, you're going to have problems, because then you just keep on draining it. Your body has to go through all these different processes. And if you got a ton of calcium coming in, it's going to have to try to get rid of it. And sometimes, because of the way the immune system works, the calcium binds to places, okay? And sometimes it's in your arteries. And when it's in your arteries, guess what? You get clogged arteries. And it's doing its response, So if you're tossing tons of calcium, and you wonder why people have coronary artery disease, okay, that's part of it. And strokes. So that is a part of it. Now, if your liver starts screwing up, your kidneys are like damaged because you just keep on pounding them with all this stuff. Okay, I'm going to pound it with a bunch of bacon. I'm going to pound it with a bunch of meat because I want to be strong. All this protein. Yeah, guess what? That is stress. That stresses your kidneys. Now your pancreas, it's going to get stressed because you're putting all this sugar in it. Okay, I'm going to have this coffee and I'm going to add this stuff in there. Okay, you're going to add all these creamers. You're going to do all this stuff. Okay, you start putting calcium and you start putting all that sugar in you. You're just punching your pancreas and your parathyroids. But it's not just the parathyroids, because the parathyroids are trying to control the calcium with the liver. Then you're punching that freaking liver. So you got punches to the liver, punches to the parathyroids, then the thyroid starts going crazy. Okay, all these things start happening. I was supposed to meet with a client this morning, and I saw something on Twitter that just totally drove me absolutely bonkers. A 37-year-old Catholic mother who determined the risk of the COVID vaccine outweighed the risk of COVID. So she was coerced into getting the vax under the threat of not being allowed in her children's classroom. They said she was killed by the COVID vaccine. Well, her response to the COVID vaccine was aggressive. She had an aggressive response, probably because she was very unstable hormonally. I'm going to say that only because at the age of 37, if I would have got this vaccine, I probably would have had somewhat of a similar reaction, maybe been hospitalized. I lost my sister to COVID, but it wasn't just COVID. She had underlying conditions. She was operated on several times for, her skin tearing apart. When you don't have good cellular structure and you're not, eating appropriately and you're not building up the cell walls like you need to. Now, I've been following a strict diet, but I'm human and I love chocolate. Okay, I'm going to say it. And sometimes I'll overeat nuts and chocolate. When I get a little stressed, I sometimes end up, reverting to that. But overall, I've been, I try to maintain healthy, well-balanced, small portion meals. Go according to your hand. I say 5 points of awareness, 5 points of awareness for, this hand, and it's all in your hands. The 5 W's around eating and the 5 points of awareness for what we need to do with mindful eating. Because you want to drink your meals, you're just stressing your organs. If you drink large amounts of all this stuff, you're stressing. There's dosages according to your size. Okay, your organs can't tolerate a ton of this stuff. Everybody wants to do all this mega stuff, and I want to. Okay, well, guess what? It's going to beat the heck out of you. Then you're going to get a headache. You're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, you're going to feel like you were just beat up yesterday after doing something small. Okay, now you have to balance things out in your life. But what I'm saying is, when you hear these things about COVID, it's about your immune health. It's about stressing your life. And it's about taking care of yourself. My name is Diane Greco-Allen. I'm a food relationship coach. I also was a cardiac nurse in the intensive care unit with surgery. I've watched all these people go through tons of extremes. I've taken care of people that had like large tumors all over their body. I've taken care of people who had eviscerations like my sister did, but it was like the entire whole abdomen. Then I watched my mom go through this with her surgeries. This stuff happens because we don't take care of ourselves. We don't know how to. And I was a nurse and I didn't know how to take care of myself. So 5 points of awareness, it's all in your hands. Do what you can today to read my book. It might be your pancreas, natural digestive recovery, and pancreatitis awareness. You can find it on Amazon. I really hope that you take the time to get that book and just page through it. Maybe some of this stuff won't make sense to you right now, but down the road it might. We're all in the same place with understanding nutrition really, really counts. And if your pancreas is all beat up and your liver's beat up, you got to really take care of yourself to get things rebuilding on the way that it should, rebooting at night, sleeping, and doing your movement. Doesn't have to be extreme. 5 points of awareness, all in your hands. Keep your senses, because diabetes will rob you. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye. Where did we get to where it's got to go?